However, on the other side of the map, there is alert coming out from the Omen on GMD. So that will be scouted out immediately by the order from Shanks, but the backhaul L-turn push coming out from Gen.G is successful. Finds one into eeiu, and now it's a 4-all game. Spike planted.
Koosta had a chance to get something there. He got one. daps trades it back out, drops things down to a 3v3. The spike has been down. daps tapping it early on, understanding that he has a little bit of crossfire. Huynh gets tagged up so bad. He gets pushed in by the Yoru in the hands of Shanks. He's going to get cleaned up, dropping things down to a 1v1. Shanks already managed to get it to half. It's there. He sneaks the defuse right out of under their noses.
Not biting it is already moving back towards A, and so will the spike. So Gen.G, after showing presence today, back towards B and back towards A again. They're poised for an A hit now. The Omen smokes. Dark cover does come out. Pipes in heaven, as you mentioned, but Sam rocks steady at short, finds two. koosta trades him out. Now it's a 2-on-4. Gen.G needs to put the spike down, Doug.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have I don't know that they got it down in time. Yeah, they didn't. The clock ran out. They was just like a nanosecond away into the hands of eeiu. He was 1 point away, got the ult orb. But the problem is right now, Gen.G's in a brutal pinch. Shanks on the flank with the dimensional drift was able to get behind them and get the opener. Sam gets in on the action as well as Gen.G are trapped with no room to grow. There's the showstopper that's coming out at the hands of Sam. He's gonna be able to clean one up as well. Gen.G's just down to koosta. The spike is down. He's gonna drop as well. Shanks continues to light up the kill feed.
You know, a Killjoy and a Sova basically playing retake almost on the bomb site. But the A hit's coming out, and Gen.G finally lands the entries. There's three.
There you go.
2 for huynh, 1 for MkaeL, and everything that I just said. There it is. 2-on-5 situation, Doug.
This might be what Gen.G needs to get back into this thing. Guimon in a great spot to grab 2, but Infinite turns on him, gives him the business, and sends him home packing. Gen.G still with the numbers advantage. However, NRG does have that lockdown to clear space onto the A site should Infinite choose to do that. But of course, as I say that, Shawn cleans him up, drops things down to just eeiu. He's been tagged up, 70 health, severely outnumbered. He's going to drop as well. An eye on the pinch. You see members of Gen.G have already started to work their way away from the site, down towards A short. And they try to fight things off because they know, there it is. The lockdown comes out to create space. They have to respect that. daps able to get one onto huynh as Guimon and Shawn light things up. Shawn goes in for more, but Infinite trades him out. A 3v2 in favor of Gen.G. Now the lockdown goes down. That's going to be the cue to go as Sam begins to stick the defuse. Guimon gets the first one, not able to get it. As Gen.G gets another one on the board on Shanks and the rest of NRG as they try to mosey their way in through hookah. Guimon's going to get tagged up early on. There's that dimensional drift. Shanks is getting all sorts of information on where the players are. Nice crossfire from eeiu there. That was absolutely huge as Gen.G falls apart.
And you know Gen.G is not faking. They're not taking CPs, not doing anything. Shanks is already here.
Oh,
and
the paranoia there. The paranoia there was huge. It hit 5, and then eeiu and Sam get in on it as well. But Gen.G shove right into the belly of the beast, and they work their way onto the site. It's just left up to eeiu in a 1v3. The spike's going to go down as well. Look, this is difficult, but it's not impossible. If you can isolate these gunfights, there's no Hunter's Fury to possibly cause problems. This is certainly a winnable situation. That's certainly going to help. He's not able to get it. However, MkaeL cleans him up, is underappreciated in the professional Valorant scene. Take a look at how Gen.G are playing this out now. Knowing they have the numbers advantage, they're going to work their way in through A. They already have U-Haul control. They don't have any vision. They don't have any knowledge of what's happening over in Shower. So keep a close eye on the 2 members of NRG just around the corner. Infinite's able to get one, hits him with a little sidestep to see if he gets any info, and they continue to work their way onto the site. Gen.G continuing to take space away. Shawn has to come up big here. eeiu, however, gets that duel. Drops things down to a 3v3 as Infinite continues to push in. He was on the flank the entire time. He catches both of them. He gets a 3K.
You know, ultimately, actually, as I say that, NRG thinks they have the read, but here it is. daps. Omen on Omen crime outside Showers. Finds the lurk, and the jig is up. And MkaeL immediately pops Hunter's Fury to clear Showers because this is suddenly a big liability, but win with a Blade Storm, finding one on a Sam. 4-on-4 now, he's even things up.
Love how Gen.G played this. Lex, they cut noise. That was all they did. They cut noise and NRG went over to B, and that's when they strike. That's how they got in this position where they're just on the cusp of getting us to an 8-4 half. It's just one left on the side of NRG. daps managed to get 3, but MkaeL cleans him up. Welcome back, folks. Just enough time to grab a quick refresher, take a little bit of water, and get back into the action, and that's exactly where we start. Gen.G works their way right up A short. I love that aggression early on. They're able to get 3. huynh gets the 4th. Daps the last one standing, but the damage has been done. Gen.G show that aggression early on, and they put NRG in shambles, Lex.
Doug, what is your favorite pistol and why is it the frenzy? Oh, hold on. Daps with a rebuttal frag, but GMD cleans it up. Area, and they're actually going to put the spike down without being contested at all.
Left.
So, wisely waiting for the rotations to come in is Gen.G, and this will be a 3-on-2 retake, Doug.
Yeah, they're trying to clear up, work their way through elbow. eeiu, the tip of the spear, he's going to spot one, but he's going to get caught. He's going to really into hookah at this point. See a couple of flashes to create some space, and Gen.G kind of have to respect it a bit. But Shawn anchoring things down, able to get one already. They also still have octagon control, so if the push comes up long, as their posture, they should be able to handle it just fine. MkaeL's able to get 2. As members of Gen.G are still anchored onto the site, NRG's just down to a couple of members left. Now, they could have tellied out, but they drop before he even gets a chance. MkaeL with a 3-piece on the round. It's just down to eeiu. Flawless. The gate crasher is going to work his way up to give them some U-Haul control, but MkaeL with the Hunter's Fury trying to get some. He is able to tag up one as Infinite drops. Numbers advantage in favor of Gen.G.
Shadow step away instead. Trading frags out in front of showers. huynh is just continuing to be this major nuisance in the A push, right? Like,
wow.
Even with daps in heaven, there's just no way to get the spike down decisively without eeiu shutting him down with a headshot, Doug.
Yeah, you
Master's curse again, man.
You're like 0 for 3 there. Gen.G with the numbers advantage, and it continues to pile on. Shawn uses a showstopper to get another one. Sam trades one out. Yep.
But regardless of whether or not we're being critical of it, I just was like, I don't know what I'd think in that situation as a player, but here we are. Sam onto Shawn, Raze on Raze, 4v4 now.
Oh, so the spike is down, but they had control of A. It got traded back out.
And even when they're finding some success either over at showers or it's almost like they're moving too quickly, you know, even with whatever fakes they're throwing and whatever they're reacting to, they just aren't all on the same page right now. And despite the heroics of eeiu and now Sam at U-Haul, this is a 1-on-3.
Love the use of the dart there to work around the Omen smoke to get the information that he needed. Sam had a chance to do something special there, but Koosta, the man you called out at the beginning of the series.
Sova in hookah, rocking the Hunter's Fury in the 3-on-4. You're at a disadvantage, Doug, but you know they still have a really good chance of taking this round. And Gen.G solid on their retakes up till now. Shawn actually gets detained over there at elbow. Oof.
Things you hate to see. Koosta gets one. Daps trades it out. Okay.
Okay, Daps.
Yeah, go on then, man.
Old man still got it.
It's still a 5v5, folks. This thing's going to be bloody. Shawn holding this angle down, and I love how NRG play this to get the spike down. You already see a couple of members back off because they have the 100 fear of their own. Well, they had it. eeiu drops. NRG's able to get one. It gets traded back out. NRG's just down to 3. Sam trying to fire through the smoke, trying to keep back the defenses of Gen.G as they try to get this site down. Keep a close eye on NRG's members right now. They have what belong control. They have hookah control as well, but they've got to bust. Here, Gen.G picking them apart. It's just gonna drop things to 1v1. Daps through the smokes, gets a 3K, and wins the round for NRG.
Showed the jet off there early. huynh has the long B info, but it doesn't matter. NRG is pressing this A attack, Doug.
Sam's gonna go in with the showstopper. Blast cuts up, doesn't spot anyone, but he's able to get one. But Koosta has 4. Lex, as he picks NRG apart. It's just down to Daps. Now Daps had some heroics.
This half is broken down for NRG in a few different ways that we'll talk about in a second, but the short push is coming out. They got a 3-on-5 scenario on map point. You know, the spike must be planted here. There's no going back off of this, and immediately Shawn finds the first, Koosta the second. Now it's eeiu in a 1v4, Doug.
I have the spike.
Okay. So he manages to get one. He's got the spike. He doesn't have any armor to work with. Has some utility, but this is a tough spot to be in. See if he takes the telly out and tries to flip the map. But again, there is a member of Gen.G on the opposite side as well, so it's not like that's safe either.
Defenders win.
Sometimes the workflow goes from taking contact, and here it is at long A, and then falling back to the links. But Sam with the running frenzy at range finds the opener. And And it's
my
just
gosh,
a-
it's another
Player standing.
banger of a pistol round. They got the first
Player
pick,
standing.
and then they paranoia. They fully send through a short. eeiu gets 3 on the round. Holy smokes. They kind of have to play retake here. Koosta's going to be up in heaven. They're going to get some information thanks to the dart. But now the members of Gen.G are starting to rotate. Keep a close eye on the Cypher, on Infinite from
30
NRG.
seconds
He's
left.
on that flank, and that can be devastating if he gets there in time. But he's got to get on his horse, baby. You got to go.
Yeah, and I
Well,
watched a Gen.G VOD of them playing on Haven last night, and I was impressed with Koosta's play at A here. And already he's finding more success. Okay, as I say that, the A site is capitulating, and the post plan is so successful that we're down to a one-on-one, Doug.
for one, they have an open sightline from C-Long, so they can just spam their way into it regardless of what utility's in front of them. And the Hunter's Fury is there as well to see how it's going to be equalized. MkaeL goes first. It's traded back out by eeiu as he's trying to fend things off. They managed to get it to halftime. The run it back was used as well. NRG just down to 2 members left, but they're trying to fight back. Gen.G goes deep, goes all the way in, and they manage to break the hold. They get the sight back, and they get the defuse. What a round from Gen.G!
Fabulous jet player to begin with, so when he does find his groove, he's just so scary. Right there immediately taking the head off of Infinite. Operator pick comes in big. Gen.G poised to retake a 5-on-4 with Spike going down at C.
Spike planted.
That's off a daps.
Yes, 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 freaking A, I love that. He gets the opening pick, he pulls off, but he knows exactly where that default spite is. The From the Shadows was used to get him onto the backside. Again, they've planted there 3 times now, so he's just able to bang through the box and get another pick with the operator. Win played that so well. NRG's just down to 2 members left. Lex.
Yeah, and that was just so well played. You called it, Doug. Man, you set that round up so perfectly for Win to pop off, and there's 3, his third onto Som. That closes it out. He'll get that spike defuse as well.
Onto A. Nice reaction from Shawn, able to get 1. But NRG walks away from that trade with the numbers advantage. The neural theft is going to be used as well. MkaeL's the last one on the site. And instead of backing off and waiting for a little bit of help, oh my gosh, well, why do you need help when you're able to get 2? That's going to delay the push at least long enough and remove some of the numbers away to equalize
Spike
things
planted.
as members of Gen.G arrive on the site.
That was MkaeL just cranking a 90 into a headshot, just destroying somebody that really thought he had a free kill. I'm not sure who that was, but MkaeL with a huge shot. Now it's a 2-on-2. Gen.G poised to retake. Koosta on the prowl pushes in. It's tagged by a camera, Doug, but Som curveball comes through the dark cover and almost gets both, but Koosta survives. 1-on-1 now. Cypher versus Cypher. Yeah, 9 bullets left in the magazine. And Koosta, you know, neural theft goes out, but Infinite, wise to it, is holding the angle.
Som is going to get the spike down. And you imagine without a Hunter's Fury here, they're not deciding to fully pull off or do anything like that. They want to stay close to the site, force Gen.G to push into them, and that's exactly what they do. Win gets another one with the op. NRG's just down to Shanks. He's going to get banged through that wall. A 3K for MkaeL.
So NRG's answer right now, and I think this is the right one, is to just pick a lane, pick a bomb site, commit 4 or 5 guys there right away, and hope for the best to try and avoid that op. And certainly, already we have a 5-man approach onto the bomb site. Gen.G is locking it down, though. 4, 5 kills immediately go the way of Gen.G. NRG gets shut down.
That's not where they're playing right now, but keep a close eye on the flank. Right? eeiu's going to use that Hunter's Fury to try to clear out some space, but the clock continues to tick away. MkaeL using that drone. The Blade Swim's going to be used as well. Win from the top rope. Oh, I think he saw a sliver, just the tiniest sliver. But Lex, they're going to have to go here. They're running out of time.
I don't know that this is even possible at this point. GMD, actually, they have to go huge, and they do. They quite literally do, and I'm not sure if whether... Oh, Doug.
Cleanse.
We're talking like, yeah, okay, a little over half a second. Bunch of utility just to get, you know, out of spawn. And right now, Win is being pressured by, you know, a Sova dart for sure, but the play is going the other way entirely. It doesn't even matter. Shawn finding 2 beautiful headshots on an Infinite and eeiu. Shanks falls on the other side of the map, and now it's just daps. 1v4, we've seen him clutch a few times today. never quite to this degree with so much on the line. Shawn finding his third on the round.
It's a different flavor, but it's the same look. You get on B, you get the spike down, you get the heck out, but Infinite with a couple of clean shots with the classic trading things out. Gen.G just down to 2.
Cover going out.
The basic feint, make presence towards short, draw the A rotator off. Gen.G does it beautifully, but unfortunately, you know, despite that outmaneuvering with the half of Gen.G, unable to get it done is
back, and they used the Hunter's Fury to, and really in that instance, NRG has no choice but to respect it. They back up, and now they're going to try to fight back. Sam's going to use his own running back, but he gets caught as soon as he swings around the corner. Gen.G have managed to establish control of the site here. NRG fighting to take back. The nice thing for them is that they have resources on opposite sides. They can push in from A-Link, and they can push in from C-Link. Sam's already able to get one. Shanks with the op. Looking to see if he can pick anyone off. That window, that B window spot can be so devastating if held well. But that's the thing. Infinite's going to get it to half, and then they swing. He has to back off, but NRG still had a chance here again. It's the spam wars. NRG's just down to 1. Infinite with 22 health left. He's just such a brutal spot. Gen.G take the round. Gen.G has a couple of their own waiting on the other side. Huynh just does not miss with that op as he gets onto Shanks. NRG down to 2 members left. The aggression that was there has kind of hit a bump in the road, right? And they can't really find the way in. Of course, as I say that, eeiu gets one. Koosta trades it out. Last one left is daps, and he's so, I mean, he's in a different time zone right now from where the rest of the play is. Now Gen.G are going to work their way up onto B. He's got to get the spike down so daps has a chance. Daps gets one, drops things down to 1v1. The spike's going to go down. He's got that paranoid. The swing, it was there, it connected, but the Blade Storm was there. The Blade Storm slices and dices. Huynh gets the clutch of 3K. It's the op. It's the Blade Storm. It doesn't matter. The result's the same.
C-side, they're like, okay, guys, we're just going to walk it up. They'll rotate, right? And because in the mind of the defense, you know, you don't want to be where you're actually revealed at, and suddenly you've given a lot of position to Gen.G, and Huynh finds the first, but Infinite trades it out already, Doug.
Oh, but they're coming in from different sides. It's beautiful from NRG. Shanks gets 2 on the flank. Infinite was a hero.
And the B players get to do the same, and right now this execute is going into 3 members of NRG at least. At the bare minimum, you gotta hit these gunfights immediately and win them. And GMD does find 2, but he's now under a 1-on-2 of his own for the 4K to win. And 10 seconds left, Doug. Not sure who's going to be able to get the spike down in time, and from the shadows gets shut down by daps.
Looking really good on this retake here, but they've got to execute. Shanks once again on the flank with the shorty. He gets one. He's got that operator as well. Huynh, however, Huynh, baby, he gets another one. Shawn with the sheriff. It was interesting. Daps used that from the shadows. He got back towards C, that back corner, and then canceled it out. Could have had a chance to get behind it, but Sam with the stinger, they were able to get one. They're going to use that, run it back. So he tries to get some more space, and you see members of Gen.G just having to back up. Nothing quite gathered yet, and he got some info, but that unfortunately was it. The spike hasn't made its way onto A yet either.
That was awkward. Canceled the reload animation, pulled the stinger back out, realized there's no bullets. Shawn finds one on Infinite, 4-on-3, and there's 2 wounded players from Gen.G. Still doable for NRG, Doug.
It is, and that's certainly, I mean, that's certainly going to help. Yeah, Shawn drops. You see Huynh with not much health to work with either, but they're going to get onto the site. They're going to get onto C, and now it's on NRG. You don't want to go through the loser's bracket. You don't want to deal with that gauntlet. You've got to retake C here.
Unfortunately for the side of NRG, there's still not a lot of advantageous weaponry positioning. There's no flank coming in.
1 enemy remaining.
This is looking all but wrapped for Gen.G at this point. You've got MkaeL and GMD
all daps
playing this post plant pretty solid, and daps, who's no stranger to the clutch and has come up big a few times today, he falls now 13-10. Gen.G taking the series in a decisive 2-0, Doug.